you are as well. So we're really excited about the direction that Sitecore is headed with X and Cloud, and more so about the composable nature of products coming onto the marketplace. My name is Pete Navarra. I'm the VP of DXP Solutions at SearchStax. I have been in the Sitecore space for more than 15 years. I'm now a 5-time Sitecore MVP. I'm joined by one of our great customers, Bashi and Nisar from IFS. Bashi, say hello.
Hello everyone, my name is Bashi, also known as Bashi. I am a Director of Web Center of Excellence for the company called IFS. I've been in the web industry for over 15 years. Excited to be here, sharing the stage with Pete and tell you about our experience with the product.
Great, thank you, we're glad to have you. So for this session, we're going to do a quick introduction or recap of SearchStax, and then Bashi's going to take us on their Sitecore journey and showcase how they came to use our website search product, SearchStax Studio. After learning about the IFS journey, then I'm going to dive into giving a review of our Studio product and showcase how we are delivering powerful search results made easy. Last, we'll discuss the future of Sitecore with X and Cloud, and the composable DXP future, and how with SearchStax, we are already ready for the headless world. And if you haven't yet, stop by our booth tomorrow morning to see a live product demo of Studio in a React headless environment. So at SearchStax, our goal is to provide search and indexing services to the market that take the burden of having one-off technical capabilities and make the marketer's job easier. For those of you who know SearchStax already, you are probably already familiar with our product SearchStax Cloud, which used to be called Managed Solar. We take the burden of running your solar environment, which Sitecore requires, and then provide a platform as a service solution to that. But we're also really excited to bring to you today our website search results platform, SearchStax Studio. Our easy-to-use, SaaS-based website search result and analytic platform that provides the marketing team with all the tools they need to create a powerful search experience. But enough about SearchStax. I'm happy to turn the stage over to Bashi, who's going to take us down their memory lane.
All right. First slide. Make sure I'm on the right slide. Before I share our experience with the product, let me tell you a little bit about IFS. IFS is a software company, and we take pride in our humble beginnings, starting from a tent back in Sweden in the 80s. And since then, over the years, and especially in the last few years, we've grown exponentially. Now with our presence in about 50 countries, 50 plus countries around the world, with just over 5,000 employees, and the recorded revenue of just over $984 million last year. Our main product is an ERP solution, and our mission at IFS is to make our product market-leading product. But we also expanded our wings in the likes of enterprise service management, field service management, and what the other one? Enterprise asset management. We serve in many different sectors, aerospace and defense, construction, energy, manufacturing, and service industries. Here are some of our customers. These global brands need no introduction, especially from me. But any Formula One fans out here, we proudly sponsor Aston Martin. So go Aston Martin. So let me now switch gears and share our journey with Sitecore and SearchStax. At IFS, we are dedicated in creating a delightful moment of service. Whether you are a prospect, customer, or a partner, our mission is to ensure that your experience with us is fruitful. And now the centerpiece of that engagement is our website, ifs.com. Now, as a potential customer, your journey with IFS will begin from going to our website to learn about our product, to know a little bit about our company, download assets, white papers, and then engage with us from there. Now, being a global organization, ifs.com is translated into 9 different languages other than English. And we attract about 4.7 million views a year. The website is powered by Sitecore. and using solar as search. Now, solar plays a very important part in consolidating that information and creating those different views. Because most importantly, it unearths that useful information from that the users need from anywhere on our website using search. Traditionally, we've used solar vanilla, or as I like to call it, do-it-yourself. Now, that presented us with a lot of operational business continuity and security challenges. And that primarily was because of lack of knowledge or in-house knowledge of the tool. At the same time, the steep learning curve that needed for us to get to grips with the product. Now, with that, the solar actually is flexible in a way that it provides you that flexibility to mold that tool to create whatever solution to accommodate your ever-evolving business requirements. But finding the skill set and finding those people to do that job is quite challenging. And if you are new to solar, like IFS, experience could be daunting, to say the least, with its non-intuitive dashboards, lack of useful insight, and logs meant that troubleshooting any issue was a mammoth task. When we eventually managed to get to grips with the product, to cater to the business requirements, but we ended up with it was a heavily customized solution, which was even difficult to maintain, especially the people that were actually designing the solution moved on. Now, in September last year, we started a project to transform our website, and with the objective of rebranding and creating that consistent user experience. And it was also an opportunity for us to upgrade the underlying infrastructure. We moved from Sitecore 9 to Sitecore 10, and we've also introduced the language automation on our website. It was that time when we also had to rethink search, and we then got introduced to SearchStax. And our first impression of the product was that we're getting all the bells and whistles without having to do a lot of heavy lifting or perform those monotonous tasks ourselves. And it sounded too good to be true initially, but having used it for about a year, I can confidently say that that's possibly the best decision that we've made. And right now, there might be many reasons that are keeping me awake at night, but search definitely is not one of them on our website. So here are some of the snapshots that you can see that we managed to create those views using out-of-the-box features. Now, things like on-demand scaling, monitoring, logs, alerts, and analytics, which are no-brainer in this day and age and make sense, are available in the tool. I'm sharing some more snapshots from the admin panel and the dashboards. All the features and the capabilities, as you can see, are intuitively consolidated, and creating creating those solutions just makes it's walk in the park. Things like auto-suggest, related search, and relevance can be configured with a few simple clicks. And most importantly, what I must stress here is this preview, that within the tool itself, it provides you that capability to create those proof of concepts and then see the results without having to, develop it in your sandboxes or in your environment, so you can completely avoid the change management process, which we all like very much. And the experience is very refreshing, especially if you are moving from solar. We also get very useful insight, which help us understand how our end user interact with our website. And this helps us make an informed decision on how we can continuously enhance our web presence to meet our end users need. Now, beyond the product and its capabilities, I want to share how SearchStax have demonstrated the show we care attitude. I was back in March when we were about to go live with different languages other than English. And then we realized that 7 out of 9 languages that we needed to go live were actually not supported by SearchStax. So we got in real panic. Just reached out to SearchStax with like, anything you can do to help us out. To our surprise, within 4 weeks, the product team actually turned around and provided those additional languages that we needed to meet our timelines. Now we know when and if things go wrong, which in IT things do go wrong, we can now comfortably say that we can rely on the incredible team at SearchStax to help us troubleshoot with all our issues, as well as provide that training that we need sometime to get on board. Now at IFS, we invest a lot in creating that moment of service. And we do understand and we acknowledge when other organizations demonstrate the same. And I can comfortably say that SearchStax have been demonstrating that moment of, providing that moment of service. So I thank the team, SearchStax team, for their ongoing support, and looking forward to creating many other success stories like this. Thank you.
Absolutely. So Bashi, thanks so much for taking us, SearchStax, on that journey with you. That brings me to having the pleasure to introduce you to our SearchStax Studio product. It's a composable website search platform that brings powerful search results to the hands of marketers. SearchStax Studio is a SaaS-based website search results platform engineered to harness the power of Solr indexing and combines that with an easy-to-use and intuitive dashboard that brings insights and analytics that allows marketers to see how their search is performing, as well as the tools that they'll need to immediately react to those insights, all without the need for bringing development back to the table after the initial implementation to make those changes. With Studio, you gain access to a search experience preview, as Bashi was talking about, that allows you to see how your search is going to behave before publishing any changes, as well as the configuration tools to set which fields are going to show up on the front end, setting up facets and creating a sorting mechanism that makes sense for your website users. Access to basic relevance settings like stop words, synonyms, and spell check all come included, and our extremely powerful relevance modeling system. And this relevance modeling system is where the power of getting the control of the search experience in the marketer's hands is most important. While we can have a number of relevance models, we can also plug that into Sitecore and start to match different personas that Sitecore is coming up with and match that to a different relevance model. Here you can create models that you customize which fields to search for results and setting model-specific global filters to include or exclude results based on needs, as well as the ability to set your boost rankings and any rules that you might have to use. These rules can also become quite complex. You can also specify promoted results that will flow to the top based on the model and the keyword search that the user is using. For instance, if you want to bump your content for something like, say, Sitecore, and you have something on XM Cloud, and you want to bump that up to the top if somebody searches XM Cloud, we can do that by using the promotions tool. This brings us to our AI-powered recommendation engine that will bring your type-ahead and auto-suggested keywords and related searches. So as users using the search bar, they're going to see type-ahead that starts to come up. As the users are using your site, the machine learning is going to understand which keywords people are typing and start to suggest the right keywords. In addition, the related searches are going to come around, and if somebody is typing on, is using a search query, they might get presented a list of other related searches that our machine learning algorithm is picking up on. So this brings us to a best-in-breed solution to the market that allows for scalable search APIs, insights and analytics that allow marketers to react quickly, and UX accelerators based on best practices to jumpstart a headless or non-headless implementation. So why is search so important? For the majority of websites, the search experience is the first interaction that visitors use when interacting with a website. Being able to quickly and easily find what you're looking for leads to a better conversion and users more willing to come back to your site to search for more. Now, a recent Harris Poll survey conducted earlier this year looked at 200 websites across 10,000 customers. They found that companies continue to fail at optimizing their search experience on their websites. This led to over $300 billion in embedding costs in the US alone. 84% of the companies surveyed failed to measure and optimize their website search, leading to almost a 1.8x loss in conversions. So that brings me to our Composable XP future. Sitecore is quickly moving to a composable future with the introduction of X in Cloud. So what is Composable XP? So the definition of Composable XP is a digital experience platform that is assembled from a series of best-in-breed solutions that work together via a series of APIs and leverage microservices architecture. It's not one product, but a system that links different products together and organizes assets as editable modules that are easy to find and update. Peter Brinkley provides a really nice image of this. It sums up how the XP architecture can be made up. It's a set of really diverse products. When you look at this architecture, you can see there's a number of different brands, a number of different products that are in this architecture. We're using Sitecore for headless CMS. We're using Sitecore Commerce for site headless commerce. Musin for email. So you can use any number one of any products, and these are just a couple as examples. But you can also deploy that as a different solution. Maybe it's React, maybe it's Angular, maybe it's something else. And you can deploy that to either Azure or Cell, any number one of your deployment technologies. All of these are communicating across a common API framework, generally RESTful APIs with JSON contracts. This also leads to options in the marketplace, which creates competition. And lastly, generally speaking, replacing one component of this architecture will not require a full-blown rewrite. If anybody's done Sitecore anywhere in the last 10 years, and you've done an upgrade, it seems like the common pattern story is, oh, we're going to have to rewrite your site. We went from web forms to MVC, we're going from MVC to JSS. There's all these different patterns, and for some reasons, we get to the point where we seem to have to keep on rewriting. In a composable, headless future, we're done with that. You write your website in a React headless container or a deployment, and no matter what backend system, even if you want to replace Sitecore as your CMS, you find another headless CMS, you can continue to use your React site. It all is based on having this common framework, and that replacement doesn't equal rewrite. And with SearchStax Studio, we are ready for X in Cloud and the Composable XP future. Now, if you were not able to check out one of my demos this week, I have one more tomorrow morning, where I'm going to show you a preview of how we're capable of taking a headless React application, hosted on Vercel, and quickly implement a fully featured website search experience that delivers powerful search results. Now, you might have also heard that there was some interesting news about other products coming to the marketplace. Sitecore Search as an example. And a common question that we got this week was, how does Sitecore Search, work with Studio? And the idea is we welcome the competition. We welcome that there's additional options in the marketplace. When you're looking at a composable future, having options is healthy because not every product is right for every customer. And not every customer is right for every product. So being able to have these options in the marketplace means that we can really look at the business requirements that the customer needs and create the proper architecture that meets their needs, doesn't exceed their needs. Now, if you can't make that demo, you can reach out to me at p@searchstax.com, and I'll be happy to set up any kind of personalized demo for you or your technical or marketing teams, and showcase how SearchStax can help you with your cloud journey.